Welcome back to the CNN podcast.
Today we are reacting to Dave's latest single, and it's called My 24th Birthday. And you know what's ironic about this? Last time we reacted to Dave, it was my 19th birthday, and we had no idea he was going to release My 24th Birthday. I believe his birthday just passed not too long ago. This month, actually. So
hey, happy June birthday, Dave. I was also born in June. I was born June 27th. I think you're before me, so you're Gemini. I'm Cancer, but still fuck with you, June, baby.
Yes, sir. Hey, same month.
Explains why we're right here, bro. Explains why we're right here.
Articulate with the words. You know what I'm saying?
Us June babies got it, bro. We got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Woo!
All right, guys. But enough of this talking. Let's get to reacting. But before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and join La Familia on the road to 10K. But let's go.
I spent my 24th birthday with the people I love. For the diamonds, gotta see through the dust. God, I know I ain't easy to love. I just wish that Abdullah could have seen what we done. I retired my mum, moved out with my friends. That's where the problems start, that ain't where it ends. How many single mums sacrifice it all for their kids? Stop working for they haven't got a reason to live. I believe that God fed the 5,000 with the bread and the fish. Cause I see mummy do some similar things. It can help you or harm you, depends on how you're using a rope. How are we in the wrong for supplying drugs? The government's the reason that we use them to cope. I made friends with a flame and I'm used to the smoke. Yeah, when we never had a fit.
Damn, Loki, that was a bar right there, though.
Hey, I like
the government makes drugs illegal, but we use it because of them. Mm-hmm. Like, we're all stressed because the government. But then the government is the ones
that are supplying with the pharmacies.
Supplying with the pharmaceuticals. They're the ones who made it. They're the ones who tested it. They're the ones who've done everything with it. Back in the day, it used to be things for shamans and stuff like that to experience different things in life. But now it's been made. Dave, man, you always spit.
And then I like that he kind of gives us a update on his life.
Yeah.
My 19th birthday. You know, I know on my 19th birthday, he was pretty much talking about, like, you know, his mom couldn't really be proud because
of what happened with
his brother is incarcerated for this amount of years. Mm-hmm. That it's so hard to be proud of what, you know, I've done. I'm sure she's proud, but at the same time, she has a burden over her. So now he's saying, yo, I retired my mom and I moved out of my friend's, like, place. And this is the update pretty much.
This is the 24th birthday. This is 5 years after.
His mom did a lot for him, so now he's pretty much doing
he's giving back.
The return.
He's giving back. He's giving his roses back. People gave him roses, he had a bouquet. He's like, alright, I'm talking about my own bouquet and hand these out.
Drugs, the government's the reason that we use them to cope. I made friends with a flame and I'm used to the smoke. Yeah.
Ooh, I made friends with a flame, but I'm used to the smoke. Come on, Dave, with the wordplay. Always, always, always.
Reason that we use them to cope. I made friends with a flame and I'm used to the smoke. Yeah. When we never had a thing, we still split in half. It's the people with the least that got the biggest hearts, one of a kind. True love ain't just something you find. A good girl ain't just something you find. I get along with gold diggers and that's something I find. But it's probably car now, I got more money than time. My friends say they worry about me, I just tell them I'm fine. I took a look in the mirror and now I wish I was blind. Ooh. Is she the love of my life, or in love with her life? Backstabber, see the blood on your knife. My mom covered me in blood, but it was
backstabber, see the blood on your knife.
Oh my gosh. Bro, we only a minute in. Dave, relax, brother. I love your wordplay, though. I'm not gonna lie.
He's crazy.
Keep going, brother. Keep going.
He's spitting.
Hey. And this is what we came for, man. We knew that he's going to get introspective with things, man. That's what he always does, man. That's why we enjoy listening to this man.
She the love of my life, or in love with her life. Backstabber, see the blood on your knife. My mum covered me in blood, but it was coming from Christ. This Orano on the rocks, I pour double with ice. I take trips to wind down, I ain't reading at night. The only time I touch books when I'm seeking a flight. Can you hear me? Let me speak in the mic. God, I know I ain't easy to like, but still I'm seeking a light. I spent $250,000 on renovating my house and couldn't even live in it cause they were staking it out. Ooh. Tracker in my car, felt like 007, whipped the Aston out of park. I knew his energy was dark. Living out the Corinthia, didn't even have a yard. But that's where I met my teacher and I learned to play guitar. Guess it's written in the stars, life comes at you fast. Squeeze the Urus in a convoy of cars. We got it on us, you ain't even gotta ask. Don't trouble us, fame comes quicker than money does. Salmon pink suit, I'm like De Niro in Casino. Life gave me lemons, I gave you a Branzino when I seasoned. Hey. Me and Drake were in a private room reasoning. He's always been there when I needed him. Listen, I'm the...
Okay, he talks about his relationship with Drake. He talks about that Drake's always been there when he needs him. So he actually has a real
close relationship with Drake.
Close relationship, and you know what? It kind of brings me back to the show Top Boy.
Yep.
I believe Drake has a stake in that. I think he's like a director or some part
or co-producer or something like that.
A Top Boy, and I know that Dave's in Top Boy, and they have a track together. So he talks about that, like about I know like some of the people don't really like Drake. I mean Drake's a big headliner right now with the whole album and stuff.
Whether or not you fuck with Drake's music, like people always say, like Soulja Boy said it best. Drake fucks with people. Like he fucks with you. You know what I'm saying? Like when he fucks with you, he fucks with you for real. Like he'll dive in head first and really get involved. Excuse me.
I guess it shows like the personality of like who he is as a person.
He's a smart businessman.
Yeah.
Drake is a smart businessman, whether ghostwriters involved, bad albums involved, or whether you like the album or not, or whatever you want to say about Drake.
He knows.
End of the day,
he knows what's gonna.
He's a good businessman.
Yeah, he knows what's gonna drive sales.
Exactly, what's gonna drive sales, what's gonna do that.
And he also is there for other artists as well. He just
exactly. Because he couldn't have existed. Drake couldn't have existed without the help of other artists.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like people like Lil Wayne, guys like that who helped him come up and really gave him a chance.
He's trying to give it back.
He's trying to give it back to other artists who he thinks is dope.
Mm-hmm. But he messed with Dave and Dave messed with Drake, so that's good to hear.
Nero and Casino, life gave me lemons, I gave you a Branzino and I seasoned it. Me and Drake were in a private room reasoning, he's always been there when I needed him. Listen, I'm the reason why your dream girls will wiggle their asses. Drink wine but don't finish their glasses. Snap pics in Bahamas, sniper, do it in silence. I ain't in all the drama. In this town I got the crown but I ain't been in the plaza. Fucking crosses, teams on conspiracy charges. Gardens laid out in Astra, I ain't dealing with grasses. Fuck a snitch, got my guys remanded. Life of an artist, pretty women, AAA passes. Slim, thick, skin slick, I mean it's coming like it's oil she bathing. See the harvest, see the seeds I planted. There's a drought in the ends, I'm in Cali with a ting, I'll end up posting a pack like I was snapping in the gym. Gemma Records, you can bang it on the wing. I lost friends, but it's my innocence I miss. I guess ignorance is bliss. I ain't bragging, only rap about a fraction of my sins. My young G's don't count as stabbing if it happened in his limbs. The world is my fuck.
My young G's don't count as stabbing if it happened in his limbs. That is yeet. That's
nasty.
That's tough. That's tough. That's like getting stabbed anyone's gonna hurt, but the fact that they don't count it if you get stabbed in the arm, like, come on, man, I need this. Like,
I ain't bragging, only rap about a fraction of my sins. My young G's don't count as stabbing if it happened in his limbs. The world is my fucking office. Book her a trip to the tropics. I'm feeling philanthropic, nigga. That's a different topic. The GMT and EST, they're gonna think I'm foreign, different time zones, and that's the way I gotta pick my watches, straight and velvet. You can say I live in Gotham, where I take the Birkin and I kill a Crockett. You can see the little locket. Bro, it ain't no wonder why she finna top it. Look, I ain't a striker, I'm a kamikaze in the pockets. Tell him to miss me. Never signed a deal, you niggas hating on history, and I took the end.
Ooh, he's never signed a deal, but y'all
hating on history.
Past history. Why you hating on him, bro? He's doing good for himself.
No, they're hating on history because Dave is history. They're hating on the fact that this underground artist actually made it, has won all these awards, has been viewed, has been to every single award show. For every single album he's made.
And has performed his heart out.
Has performed his heart out on those stages, man, and actually won awards on those stages.
Yep.
And that's an unsigned artist. Someone who never wanted to get signed.
Nope.
And I kill a Crockett, you can see the little locket. Bro, it ain't no wonder why she finna top it. Look, I ain't a striker, I'm a kamikaze in the pockets. Tell him to miss me. Never signed a deal, you niggas hating on history, and I took the ends with me. That 8-figure check wasn't enough to convince me. But that's the only time I turned my back on the 16. Life is
a 8-figure check. That's the only time I ever turned my back on a 16.
Oh my god.
16 mil.
I know. That's a lot of
8-figure check.
Hey, you know what? Dave, he said no. I want my creative outlet. I want I want to earn my discography. I don't want others to own who I am.
Man, that's
not a part of me.
That takes someone who's sharing themselves and sharing their craft and sharing their art. Because to look at $16 million,
that's a lot of freaking money, bro.
And to turn your back, that's a lot of money. That can solve so many problems in anybody's life.
But it's not solving Dave's problem.
It's not, because that's not what Dave's trying to do. He's trying to save hip hop.
He wants to own his own masters.
Exactly.
That's why he's doing it independently.
Exactly, which is great. Which is great, man. I mean, you always hear about it in a lot of music industry stuff, bro. Like that's a huge thing that people are trying to get to now. Is like
I mean, even
buying back their masters.
Even Logic.
Yep.
Logic just did it recently. T-Pain.
Michael Jackson did it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Back in the day, and so a lot of people say that's probably why Sony, may have happened to him or something like that, bro.
Jackson,
With Michael Jackson, man, I really truly wish not to believe it, but.
Who knows?
My man's left that record label, Sony, bro, and owned like a majority of the company. Like owned a majority of Sony.
They do say it's an evil industry.
It's an evil industry, man, and that's why he was like, A
lot of people don't want to speak about it because it's
a scary thing.
It might leave you in the dust.
They might leave you in the dust for real. Might leave you dusted.
They convince me, but that's the only time I turn my back on the 16. Life is a game, you can't play it in split screen.
Life is a game, you can't play it in a split screen.
You can't play it.
You play it in a split screen. Holy crap.
Done enough to convince me, but that's the only time I turn my back on the 16. Life is a game, you can't play it in split screen. Hasn't given me a test I couldn't handle yet. I don't even bother trying to match it when the scammers flex. Give us something money can't buy, and that's the challenge next. Ambidex, problems coming at me from the right and left. Love is dead enough, girl, I do it the most. If you're talking engagement, it's probably to do with a post. I'm at that age where everybody's getting married or having kids. Feel like it happened quick. Commitment's hella pressure, there's enough of that as it is. Can't make the same mistakes that my daddy did, cause I know what the damage did. How you raise a life and you haven't lived, but what's living? Is it clubbing and banging chicks or planning trips or some sort of pleasure I haven't managed to factor in? I guess I'll let you know when the stats are in. Your friends get...
Oh man, he contemplates the real questions about life in his raps, bro. Yeah. He's like, you know what? I don't want to sit here and have like all my other people around me are having kids, getting married. He's like, but I don't want to have kids because I feel like I haven't lived yet. But then again, what truly is living? Is it out here partying, going to the clubs, fucking bitches and going out and go see fancy, beautiful places? He's like, I'll let you know when the stats come in.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll live that life for you so I can tell y'all what the actuality of life is, man. Dave, ridiculous.
Is it clubbing and banging chicks or planning trips or some sort of pleasure I haven't managed to factor in? I guess I'll let you know when the stats are in. Your friends get busy, the cracks start showing, and that's when the distance in between us starts growing. We didn't want it, I just wanted it more. I think this money's exposed my flaws. The clean heart, if I ain't hard for sure. See, most people that are wealthy, they ain't good at their core. You either rich off their talent or exploiting the poor. I'm 24 and an adult in the eyes of the law.
You're either rich off talent or you're exploiting the poor.
Oh my god. Exploiting the poor.
Exploiting
the poor. I can't say exploding the poor. Exploiting the poor. That's
exploiting.
Crazy. Exploiting. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's insane, man.
This Puerto Rican accent, it gets me sometimes.
Yeah, it happens from time to time. What can I say?
It's too much coconut in his diet.
People that are wealthy, they ain't good at their core. You either rich off their talent or exploiting the poor. I'm 24 and an adult in the eyes of the law, but still a baby in the eyes of the Lord. You see, the Bible's my sword and the word is my shield. Storms pray for me, I cried. It sharpened my steel, but that's my brother for real. Me and mommy saw the world, man, she couldn't believe it. And to this day, that's my biggest achievement. Did 27 countries in under 9 months. So when the Most High says my time's up, just tell him that I tried. And I ain't never switched sides, I did it for you and I. 16 till I die.
16 till I die. Didn't he start his rap career at 16 years old? Wow. Hey, that means, he just said something that is very meaningful. He said 16 till I die. He started, I believe, his music career at 16 years old. That's when at least, as far as we have reacted to him. And he's like, yo, things haven't changed in that aspect. I'm still who I am. I'm still humble me. I'm still Dave. That was all about the family. My mom, my brother. That's who I care about. And I've always been like that since I started my rap career. Nothing's going to change.
Yep.
Nothing's going to change.
I just, that whole scheme started when he was talking about, I traveled 27 countries in 9 months.
Yeah.
And he was like, if the Lord calls me up at that time, just let me know
I
tried. Bars, bro. I'm saying, when it comes to just being able to speak on things, and being able to make brilliant raps off of it. Dave is honestly top notch. Like it's rare to see people who can storytell like this and make it so good and make it so deep. That beat's just riding out now. I like the art too here. The art's is freaking fire, bro.
It has the dog, him.
Which you're gonna shoot. Yep.
And then red.
The blood coming from the mouth and stuff dripping.
Mm-hmm. And from the dog as well. I wonder if they made this instrumental.
Probably. You know, I noticed a lot of like techno EDM stuff has really been coming out a lot in hip hop. House. A lot of that's been coming out in hip hop recently. Like, is this something we're not knowing about? Is there something in the
808s and Heartbreak?
Yes. You know
yes. And it also makes sense because he's talking about maybe like heartache, as well as like, you know, things in the past, history,
growth, things that change when you grow and get money and get rich. You help all your people, but sometimes
I feel like another song from 808s and Heartbreak that like kind of goes with the theme is Coldest Winter.
Yeah.
You're not my friends.
Yep.
You know, that's
fire.
That's one of my favorite tracks off the
Is this just beat the rest of the way though? Let's find out.
Let's see. I want to be surprised. He likes writing the
intricate outros.
That was my 24th birthday from Dave. So we now
Santan Dave.
We know about his 19th birthday.
We know about his 24th, his most recent birthday. Getting happy birthday to you, Dave.
Yes, sir. And hey, Dave, man, keep making these banging ass music. Keep writing the fucking beats. Keep having the instrumentals right.
Just keep doing what you're doing, Dave.
Just keep doing you, man.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Because you're doing great.
Because that's what we love about you. Since Starlight.
Yep, since Starlight.
Starlight is the introduction of Dave, and now this is the second track possibly on his next album, my 24th birthday.
You know what's crazy? When I think about it, when we listened to Starlight was a much more...
It's a lighter track.
It's a lighter track for Dave. Definitely much more light.
This was more deep.
Oh, yeah. But I feel like Dave's best tracks are his deep tracks. Like, of course, the light stuff is always popping. It's always killing it.
Psycho.
Bro, I love Psycho and
Leslie.
I was like, not Lindsay, Leslie. That Leslie and Psycho were my two favorite Dave tracks so far. Also, I loved Black. Black was super deep.
Yeah.
And that performance.
Yeah, with the piano.
Oh, bro, that performance was just
pretty much. It was a reflection. You got the black, and then you got the white guy that he's playing the piano right in front of him.
Yep.
So. You know, it's just definitely it complimented the words that
he was speaking, man. It's just those deep introspective ones, man. You know how I am. If you haven't seen any other reactions we do to deep rappers like Dave, I love the introspective stuff. I love the stuff that kind of like makes you open up your mind and really think about it.
I feel like Nick catches a lot too when it comes to deep thinking.
Like, hey man, dude, I love it, bro. Because like I'll sit here sometimes, bro, just close my eyes and just hear the words, bro, and just really try to break them down in my head and be like, yo, bro, what is going on here?
You put yourself in his eyes.
I do. I try to visualize what he's saying. I'm like, bro, what is this man's on, bro? Like his stories are 10 out of 10.
See, like my favorite track is more like I like dancing, so Location is my favorite track. Yeah. Starlight was a good one too. But I know Dave has a lot of like bangers, and he's very versatile with what he can do. He can go from a lighter track like Starlight, as we saw when we first reacted to him, and now he goes to my 21st birthday. So who knows what other tracks he's gonna release the rest of the year. I mean,
this next album is gonna be wild, and you best believe, guys, we're gonna react to it here on the CNM podcast. If you want to see
8 years in the industry now, bro.
8 years, bro. 8 years. And so now, if you want to see our full album reactions, make sure you go enjoy our Patreon. We'll be doing full album reactions on there.
Whenever we hit 10K, I don't know if it was made at least in the description.
Oh yeah,
but the IG will definitely be in at least the link in the description.
Just stay on the lookout for the Patreon, guys. We'll be dropping that very soon at 10K, actually, along with our merch. So make sure you guys are stay tuned for that, okay? But until next time, guys, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe over here, and join La Familia. But until next time, we're gonna catch you. All right, peace.